Everybody. Welcome to Monday Morning Breathwork. I'm Anthony LaRubio, and I'm happy to be here with you this morning. Hope y'all are doing well. I am excited and refreshed, recharged, ready to rock with you this morning on a Monday. I actually just got back from Duluth, Minnesota this past weekend. Shout out to Matt Mickelson, who hosted me this weekend. He's one of the board members and the executive director of Quiet Wilderness Parks at Quiet Parks International. And that was a great little trip. So yeah, we'll get started in just a minute. A few little housekeeping items this morning. If not already, go ahead and find a nice, safe, quiet place, preferably a place with enough space where you can lie down. We are going to do this breathwork lying down. And also, it's always nice to have a blanket nearby or a pillow nearby. It's good to have the pillow for underneath your knees, possibly. When we get into the activation style breathwork that we're going to do this morning, it's nice to have the pillow underneath the knees, blanket nearby for comfort. And it's just nice to have a blanket. Who doesn't love a blanket? So, we'll get started. It is Monday, August 29th. It's incredible. This is the last one of the month of August. I seriously cannot believe it. Welcome to another edition of Monday Morning Breathwork. I'm happy to be here with you. I am Anthony LaRubio. For those of you that don't know me, I am the founder of a company called Recal Travel. We specialize in combining mindfulness with adventure travel. And actually, next weekend, we are running a trip in the Boundary Waters canoe area in Minnesota. I'm pretty excited about that. One of the types of mindfulness that we practice on our trips is breathwork. I am a certified breathwork coach and instructor, hence why I guess I'm able to sit here with you all today. I'm also a Wim Hof method instructor and Oxygen Advantage instructor in training, Peak Flow as well. And I want to leave a little nugget with you this morning, just a little food for thought. It's something that I've been pondering myself for quite a while. Oftentimes I've used the verbiage of, as I work through things and I discover, rediscover, learn, unlearn, relearn things about myself, I oftentimes reference a past version of myself. I use that phrase often, or maybe in a future version of myself, I'll be this. And the little nugget I want to leave with you is that really you are through and through one version of yourself. You're just on a continuous path of growth and development. So there is no last week version of yourself, and then you're entering this week's version. You are you through and through, and you're on one continuous path. So with that, I hope you've found your safe space to begin this breath work. Just a couple of housekeeping items. If you want more information on our breathworks sessions and other things and resources, feel free to drop me your email and information. I would love to get you some more resources to continue your mindfulness and breathwork practice. The plan for this morning's class is we're going to do just a couple of things. Going to do some intentional yawns just to wake up and reset the nervous system. We're then going to do a little box breathing exercise and then a shorter style tempo breathing this morning. And then after the tempo breathing, we're going to do a brief meditation and get us ready to rock and roll for the day ahead. A couple of warnings here. As with any deep breathing exercise, if you are pregnant, I do not recommend this style of breath work. Also, if you're epileptic, I do not recommend it either, especially on the breath holds. And just some expectation setting too. As we get into the tempo style breathing, you may feel some tingling sensations in your hands or your feet or your face or some muscle tightness here and there, possibly even see some lightheadedness. All of that's completely normal doing the style breath work, but know that you're in control. So if you want to speed up your pace, you can and work right through those sensations, feel free. If you want to slow it down because you're not totally comfortable with those sensations, that's absolutely fine as well. So by now, hopefully you have the pillow ready to rock and roll, blanket nearby. I actually would invite you to start this morning by sitting up. So we're going to be sitting up here. And I just want you to take a couple of intentional yawns. Just yawn, a big yawn. Feel that almost muscle tightness and tension in the back of your throat. Shake it out. Maybe your eyes watered a little bit. Let's go in for another yawn. Even for this one, you can put your hands up above your head. Slap the lips and the tongue. Give yourself a smile. We'll do one more little yawn just to wake up the system here. Hopefully you're enjoying this. Hopefully you're enjoying watching me do a yawn, by the way. One more, up above the head. Hands up above the head. Deep yawn this time. Start deep in the belly. That one was not fake at all. Relax your hands back down to your sides. If your eyes are closed, you can open them, blink them open. And we just sort of reset our system there. All right. The next thing that we're going to do is going to be a little box breathing exercise, which I'm excited to do with you this morning. It's a very useful tool, which I'll get into actually in 1 second. All right. I'm extremely excited to do a box breathing exercise with you this morning. It's going to be a 4, 4, 4, 4 box. And so what that means is we're going to inhale on a 4 count, hold on a 4 count, exhale on a 4 count, and hold on a 4 count. This is oftentimes used to create some extra energy and focus. If we need it going into something, maybe we're going to give a speech or a talk. And actually, Navy SEALs and other people use it before going out on a mission. So it gets us focused and energized, but it doesn't totally calm our nervous system to be a little bit too relaxed for something we're about to get into. So it's a perfectly even breathing exercise, 4, 4, 4, 4 exercise, also called box breathing. So go ahead and begin by exhaling the air all the way out of your lungs in a relaxed way. And begin by breathing in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. 2 more. In, hold, exhale, hold. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. Exhale, hold, 2, 3, 4. And now let your normal breath come back to you. Notice how you feel. And that is a box breathing exercise. And now we are going to begin our tempo breathing this morning. As I said, is going to be our next step. The way that I do want to do this is by lying down. And if you want, you can put that pillow underneath your knees. Have that blanket nearby, because maybe during this exercise or even shortly after, when we're doing our lying down meditation, you may want that blanket. So hopefully by now you're nice and comfortable. Just relax your hands by your sides. Feel the weight of your hands and your arms against the ground. And maybe you also feel the weight of your legs against the ground. And I want you to begin by taking a really deep breath all the way in. Filling up the lungs, full capacity here. And just exhale and relax the air out. One more, go right into it. Really deep breath. Sip a little more air in. And relax that air out. This time, squeeze every last bit of air out of your lungs, contracting with your diaphragm. Push it out. Push a little more out. And now let the reflex of the diaphragm come back. Air come back into your lungs. You should feel that kind of naturally. We'll do one more deep breath in, one more exhale all the way out, and then come back to neutral. So deep breath all the way in now. Filling up, filling up, filling up. Full sip. Hold that. And exhale. And now push the air out. Squeeze a little more. Out. And hold just for a moment. And now let the air come back into our lungs. Take a few normal breaths here. All right. So we're going to begin our tempo style breathing. We're going to breathe in on a 4 count and out on a 4 count. So we'll be in on a 4 count, out on a 4 count. After a short while, about 15 breaths, we're going to double time that to in on a 2 count, out on a 2 count. Just for a few of those extra breaths. And then we'll go into a breath hold, and we'll do this about 2 more times. Now, you can breathe in through your nose or your mouth, whatever you're comfortable with. If you're newer to our Monday morning breathwork sessions, I advise doing this through your nose. You can breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, or if you don't mind clearing out your nose a little bit this morning, you can breathe in through your nose and out through your nose, whatever you're comfortable with. So we'll go ahead and begin this now. Exhale all the air out of your lungs first. And breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In, out. In, out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. 5 more. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, last one on a 4 count, and out. And we'll double time it. In, 2, out, 2. In, 2, out, 2. In, out. In, out. 2 more. In, out. In, out. And take a deep breath all the way in. And exhale out. One last breath all the way in. And deep exhale out. And without forcing the air out, hold your breath here. Holding your breath, noticing how your body feels. It's very likely that you have some sensations coursing through your body as your breath changed your state of being. Feel those sensations, notice them, but let them go. And in just a short while, we'll take our recovery breath. And in 3, 2, 1, take a deep breath all the way in, filling up the lungs, and hold that breath at the top. Holding, noticing, feeling. And now exhale that breath all the way out. All right. Round 1 is done. Notice how you feel. You can wiggle around a bit on the ground if that's what feels comfortable. Shake things up and get ready for another round of our tempo breathing. Again, same style. We'll breathe in on a 4 count, out on a 4 count. Do that for 15 breaths, and then we'll breathe in on a 2 count, out on a 2 count for about 5 breaths, and then we'll go into a breath hold. All right, let's go. Exhale all the air out of your lungs to begin. And breathe in through the nose or the mouth. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. And in. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. 5 more. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. Out. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Last one. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Double time. In. 2. Out. 2. Really push it. In. 2. Out. 2. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Last one. In. Out. Take a deep breath all the way in. Filling up and exhale out. One more breath all the way in. Filling up, filling up, filling up, and out. And hold. Holding our breath, noticing our body, relaxing our body. Really drop in deeply into your body. Notice how you feel here. And if you have the urge to breathe at any point, see if you can relax into that space. Get ready to breathe in 3, 2, 1. Deep breath all the way in. Fill up the lungs and hold. Holding after the inhale, noticing how you feel. And in 3, 2, 1, exhale the breath all the way out. And once more, give yourself a little wiggle. Notice how you feel. And we'll begin our third and final round of tempo breathing. We will do a 4 count in breath about 10 times, and then we'll double time that for another 10 breaths. Ready to roll. Exhale the breath all the way out to begin. And breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, out. Take full breaths here. In and out. In, out. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, out. And in, few more. Out. In, out. In and out. We'll double time it. And in, 2, out, 2. In, 2, out, 2. In, out. In, out. Really push yourself. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Few more. In, out. In, out. In, out. Last one. In, out. Deep breath all the way in. And out. Last one all the way in. Filling up, filling up, filling up. And relax the air out. And hold. Holding once more. Relaxing once more. Really dive deep into your body. Scanning your body. Noticing how your body feels. I oftentimes like to think of a breath hold as a moment in time for me to try to quiet my mind and let any thought that may come up float right on by. Mindfulness practice is it's not about total absence of thought. It's about acknowledging that thoughts exist, but not applying judgment. And we're going to breathe in 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath all the way in, filling up the lungs, and hold that breath. Holding, noticing what thoughts are coming up for you this morning. in 3, 2, 1. Exhale that breath all the way out. And now we'll let our normal breath come back. And we'll take a moment, still lying here, still acknowledging any thoughts, acknowledging how our body feels, and just let everything be just the way it is. Just taking a moment to ourselves. Again, if you have any thoughts that are coming up, that is totally normal. You're doing it right if you have a thought that emerges. The power of a mindfulness practice is acknowledging they exist, but letting them go. Let's take just a few more moments here. All right. Start to build some awareness about the space around you. Noticing your body is here, noticing the points of contact on the ground. Maybe you want to wiggle your fingers and your hands. Bring in some awareness back to your limbs. You can do the same for your feet and your legs. And at your own pace, you can start to wake up the body. You can open your eyes if you're comfortable with that at this point. Come up to a seated position, however you'd like to do it. And just take a moment and thank yourself. Thanking yourself for showing up. For giving yourself, breathing some life into your day, literally, in a lot of ways. The breath is such an energizing and powerful tool. And I am extremely honored and grateful to be sharing my breathwork practice with you. Again, I'm Anthony LaRubio from Recal. I would love to connect with you on breathwork. and share more resources. If you'd like, you can drop your email either here in the chat on whatever platform you're watching this, or over on LinkedIn. That's a good platform for this as well. I am so appreciative of you giving your time to me, but most importantly, appreciate yourself for giving time to yourself. That's it for today's Monday Morning Breathwork. I hope you all have a wonderful day and a week ahead. See you next week.